So today I want to share 5 tools that I use in my business that I absolutely can't live without and that you might actually benefit from if you use it also in your business. Hi, I'm Jodianne Rowe, founder of the Event Certificate, and I work with event planners and wedding planners to help them find clients online. If you're struggling to market your business and find clients, you definitely want to get in touch with me. And my Wedding Marketing Accelerator, which is my online marketing course, is also now open for enrollment. I'm going to drop the link below because in the course, I'm covering all the strategies you need to find clients online. So today I want to dive into the 5 tools that I absolutely cannot live without and that I can't imagine running my business without, honestly, at least if I wish to be efficient and still grow, scale, and make money. So the first one is a scheduling tool called Planoly. And Planoly is one that absolutely changed my Instagram game. So when I'm marketing online, one of the biggest things is that I'm on different social media platforms, but managing the content on all those platforms can start to get a little bit overwhelming. And it actually started to. So when I found Planoly, it was absolute lifesaver in that I could actually schedule and plan out my content weeks and even months in advance. I could see what it would look like visually on the grid. I could write and save my captions in the program. And then the biggest part, I could just schedule the content to either alert me when it's time to post or to post for me automatically. Honestly, if you're not using Planoly and you're feeling like you're always on the go and trying to make up your Instagram post as you go, you definitely want to sign up for that program. And I'm going to link them down below so that you can check them out. Now, the second tool that absolutely I cannot live without is Tailwind. Now, Tailwind is similar to Planoly, but it's for Pinterest. And honestly, guys, if you're using Planoly already, I would definitely look into checking out their Pinterest tool because they recently, at least within the last couple of months, added a Pinterest scheduling to the program as well. So you might not even need Tailwind. At the time when I started using Tailwind, Planoly was not doing Pinterest. So this is why I still have it. But on Tailwind, you can do the same thing like you do on Planoly for Instagram, but for Pinterest. That means I can schedule all my Pinterest pins. I can even go in and see pins that I want to repin from other people's content and schedule those into my content. It makes my Pinterest pinning so much easier. I won't lie. I used to spend some time on Pinterest. I'd go on and start pinning and I'd go down in this Pinterest rabbit hole. Now with Tailwind, that does not happen. I go in, I look at my content that needs to be pinned, it is pinned, or I speak to my VA and show her what I need pinned and she does it. And the other thing too is with Tailwind, you can also join these things called tribes, which are kind of like group boards or group communities. So you can pin your content to those boards, get it reshared over and over again. Like, it absolutely amplifies your reach when you're in the tribes, and you also get to curate content from that tribe that you can share to your account. So if you're not using Tailwind, definitely look into it. But as I said, if you're already using Planoly, you could probably also use it for Pinterest. Just do a comparison to see what the Pinterest levels are like on each, because I've not actually used Planoly for Pinterest, so it might even be better than Tailwind, but I can't say for sure. But Tailwind originally started as a Pinterest focused scheduler. They now also do Instagram, so check them out and see which one you like. But those 2 tools are a lifesaver. Third one I want to talk about, and this one I was a little hesitant about including, is actually Mailchimp. So Mailchimp, I was on the fence about including only because it's a program I've been using for years. Like, I started on Mailchimp from the early days of my business, and I don't even mean my business now, the Event Certificate. Like, my previous businesses use Mailchimp. When I was doing the e-commerce for my vintage purse store, it was on Mailchimp. Like, so many businesses I've had have been on Mailchimp, so my account is actually grandfathered in the Mailchimp pricing plan. Now, here's the thing. Because I've been a Mailchimp user for that long, I've seen how much they've grown, and I absolutely love them for managing your mailing list. However, if you're just starting out, they're a great program to start with. It's very easy to use to get your mailing list up and running. That being said, one of the things that I'm noticing right now is as my business is growing, Mailchimp is not a program that is growing with me as much as I would like. So I'm at the point right now where I'm actually looking into, for 2021, into changing my mailing list option. But for right now, Mailchimp is one I can't live without. I do my mailing list, all my email automations, and a lot of what I teach my clients about automating their lead magnets and some of their emails for onboarding clients. A lot of that gets done through a program like Mailchimp. So if you currently do not have a mailing list management program, definitely look into Mailchimp. They do have a free account, which is one of the reasons I love them. So if you just want to start and test out the waters, you can do that very easily with them. If you're on the larger side, like if you already have an existing mailing list, do not look at Mailchimp. Look into something else like ConvertKit or Flowdesk. Like there's so many other programs that you should check out. Number 4, and this also my favorite. I feel like I've said that a couple of times, but it's Acuity. So Acuity is honestly one of those programs that at the moment I cannot run my business without. I do all my client calls are scheduled through Acuity. So when one of my clients hits a button to book a call with me, it's scheduled through Acuity, right? So Acuity is a scheduling program that essentially helps you to manage your calendar. Now, here's the great thing. Acuity allows people to just go on your website, click a button, see your calendar, schedule a time. It also have all the email notifications that you can set up. If you need to attach a payment to a calendar scheduler, you can do that. So let's say I want to charge, $10 to book a call with me. Acuity does allow you to do that, right? There's so many things you can do. Here's the other part of it, and this is why I absolutely love Acuity, is that it becomes kind of like a database for your previous calls and your previous clients. So you can always go through it, you can pull up a past record, see your client's information, you can make notes about the calls, before, after, whatever you need to do. And the best part, at least I think all the parts are great, but the absolute best part is that you can integrate your other calendars with Acuity. So if you're like me, and I have like 101 calendars because I have a hand in way too many different projects and businesses, and they all come with some different calendar attached. So one of the things that I do is I actually map all my calendars with Acuity. So the minute that I add a calendar entry, let's say to my Google Calendar and Gmail, it automatically will block that time in my Acuity calendar. So if you're not currently using a calendar to schedule your consultations or any other interactions you need to schedule with your clients, you definitely want to look into a program such as Acuity. Now, there's other programs you can use. There's also like Calendly, but I'll be honest, I started with Calendly and I moved to Acuity because it was just way more robust. But if you need something super simple, Calendly will work just fine, and they do have a free account. Number 5, and this is the final one, is WordPress. And even though WordPress is not so much a tool, I still absolutely love it. Every single one of my websites are hosted on WordPress. It's one of the platforms that I just absolutely love for hosting your website. Now, there are many others out there like Wix, Squarespace, so many others, but WordPress is still hands down one of my favorites. However, if you're not completely tech savvy and you don't know your way around and you don't have the money to hire a designer, don't go with WordPress. Go with something like Wix. But WordPress, I promise you, it's a really good platform. They have a really good blog. Once you start using their blog, your SEO will go through the roof if you're using the right keywords. But WordPress is just a really good platform. Amazing ratings, great themes. And if you find a really easy editor, like one of the themes they have is like the Divi theme, it's really easy to edit without a lot of like design or tech knowledge. So those are the 5 tools. I hope you're able to gain something from it, because there might be tools that you're thinking, I never even knew that existed. Well, check them out and see if there's something that you'll be able to automate in your business, or if there's such a way that you can incorporate the tool to help save you some time. Thanks so much for watching, and of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.